In a moment that captured the hearts of Denmark and royal watchers around the globe, King Frederik X and Queen Mary of Denmark reminded the world of the enduring power of love, family, and unity, right at the finish line of the 2025 royal run. Under the bright Scandinavian sky, surrounded by an ocean of runners, royal fans, and photographers, a simple gesture unfolded into one of the most poignant and touching moments of the year. A moment where the King of Denmark, flushed with the pride of completing a national tradition, found himself embraced not only by thousands but by the two people who mean the most to him, his daughter and his queen. The royal run is more than just a public event. It's a national celebration of health, unity, and the enduring bond between the monarchy and the people. But this year's edition, held in Copenhagen, turned into something much more, a deeply emotional family moment that will likely go down in the annals of modern Danish royal history. As King Frederik, known for his athleticism and deep connection to his people, crossed the finish line, cheers erupted from the crowd. He had completed the race with grace and vigor, proving once again that at 56, the king still possessed the vitality and charm that first won the nation's heart decades ago. But it wasn't the king's endurance or stride that would make headlines, it was the little princess running toward him, her arms outstretched in pure excitement. His youngest daughter, Princess Josephine, a symbol of the next generation of royals, rushed forward with youthful enthusiasm, eyes sparkling, a smile spreading across her face. She didn't care about the cameras or the crowd. To her, her father wasn't the King of Denmark, he was simply Dad. And she was proud. What followed was unscripted, unguarded, and completely heartwarming. As the king knelt down, embracing his daughter with the joy only a father can understand, Queen Mary appeared just behind her daughter, walking with the poise and elegance that have become her signature. In that brief moment, time seemed to slow. The queen reached out gently, touching her husband's shoulder, their eyes meeting with unspoken words that only decades of love could convey. Then came the gesture that sent social media into a frenzy. King Frederik stood up, leaned in, and the royal couple shared a sweet kiss, soft, sincere, and full of emotion. It was a moment unlike many we see in royal circles. Public displays of affection are rare in monarchy. But this wasn't for show. This was real. This was love, unfiltered, unscripted, and deeply moving. For Queen Mary, it was the culmination of a day where pride in her husband's achievement, joy in her daughter's admiration, and the emotion of shared history all collided into one radiant smile. Queen Mary, once a marketing executive from Tasmania, has seamlessly transformed into one of the most admired royal figures in Europe. Her strength, grace, and unwavering dedication to both family and royal duty have made her a beacon of modern monarchy. And on this day, her humanity shone brighter than any tiara. She didn't need grand gestures. Her simple presence, supportive, loving, constant, was the strongest statement of all. Meanwhile, King Frederik continues to redefine what it means to be a modern monarch. His decision to participate in the royal run is more than just tradition. It's a testament to his belief in being present, visible, and connected to his people. His running shoes are a symbol of that philosophy, a king who runs with his nation, not just for it. The Danish public responded with overwhelming warmth. Social media was ablaze with admiration and nostalgia. Photos of the royal family, sweaty, smiling, together, were shared thousands of times within hours. Some called it the royal run of love. Others described it as the perfect image of a modern monarchy. Comment sections were filled with Danish citizens expressing pride, awe, and heartfelt support. It wasn't lost on observers that such a moment carried deep symbolism. In a world where monarchies are constantly adapting to remain relevant, Queen Mary and King Frederik's display of authentic affection felt like a powerful statement. The Danish royal family isn't just surviving, it's thriving. Grounded in love, family values, and genuine public engagement, they are offering a blueprint for royal families across the globe. Even behind the scenes, the atmosphere surrounding this year's royal run was deeply emotional. Sources close to the palace revealed that the king had trained rigorously for the event, seeing it as a personal challenge post-abdication of Queen Margrethe II and a new chapter as sovereign. For the queen, watching him run wasn't just about support, it was about witnessing her partner embrace his destiny with passion and integrity. Royal correspondents noted how Queen Mary's eyes followed Frederik throughout the race, occasionally clapping, occasionally smiling to fans who recognized her, but always watching him with an intensity that spoke volumes. Their daughter, Princess Josephine, was equally engaged, representing the younger generation with curiosity, confidence, and joy. And when the family came together at the finish line, all the royal formality dissolved into something far more precious: togetherness. The Queen's attire for the event also caught attention, not for its extravagance but for its symbolism. Dressed in casual, sporty elegance, she wore minimal makeup and a ponytail, blending into the crowd, but still radiating that unmistakable regal aura. Observers noted her simple Danish flag pin, a nod to her loyalty to her adopted homeland. Every detail spoke to authenticity, connection, and modern royal identity. The moment has already been immortalized in thousands of photos and videos circulating on social platforms. But it is not just the visuals that linger. It's the emotion, the sincerity, the feeling that, for just a brief few seconds, the public got a glimpse behind the palace walls and saw not royalty, but real love. This, perhaps, is the power of monarchy at its best, not just in grand ceremonies or official declarations, but in these quiet, spontaneous moments that remind the public why they care. Because at its core, monarchy is about continuity, tradition, and symbolism, but it is also, crucially, about people. And people feel deeply when they witness something true. King Frederik and Queen Mary have been married since 2004, weathering 2 decades of public scrutiny, political evolution, and the ever-changing role of the crown. Yet their connection has remained strong, their bond evident not only in official portraits but in how they look at each other when no one is supposed to be watching. Or at least, when they think the moment is theirs alone. But perhaps that's the magic. They don't perform love, they live it. And in living it, they remind a nation what real partnership looks like. As the royal run wrapped up and the royal family waved to the cheering crowds, you could feel the energy in the air, not just from the race, but from something deeper. Pride, hope, love. It was as though Denmark collectively exhaled, grateful to have a royal family that doesn't just lead but connects. One that runs alongside them. One that shows love isn't weakness, it's strength. And in that strength, in that single kiss at the finish line, a new royal chapter was written, not in gold leaf or marble, but in sweat, laughter, and the arms of a child. The image of Queen Mary and King Frederik walking away hand in hand after the royal run wasn't just the closing of a public event, it was the beginning of a new emotional chapter for the Danish people, one that continues to bind them to their royal family not out of obligation, but out of heartfelt admiration. Observers noted how the royal couple paused briefly, exchanging glances once more, as if silently acknowledging the significance of the day. Not just a race completed, but a moment shared that would live forever in the memory of those who witnessed it. Children waved Danish flags, elderly spectators clapped through tears. And somewhere in that sea of emotion, history and humanity met in perfect harmony. It was no longer just a royal event. It had become a national memory, one that parents would describe to their children as the day they saw the king kissed by his queen, cheered by his daughter, and embraced by a nation. As the sun began to set over Copenhagen, casting a golden hue over the palace rooftops and public parks, it was clear that something rare had happened. Not just a run, but a run that reminded everyone watching what really matters: love, legacy, and the enduring power of togetherness. As you reflect on this beautiful display of family, unity, and affection from the heart of the Danish monarchy, ask yourself this: in a world that often feels divided, how powerful is it to witness a love story still unfolding at the heart of a kingdom? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more royal moments just like this.